It's lights out and we are racing in Moto3. It's a really good launch away by Leopard Honda's Jaume Masia as he tried to make it back-to-back wins. Artigas has got away really well too on the number 43 bike. He slots himself immediately up inside that top three, and they're toughing it out now. Holgado from third on the grid. He's having a real good early battle here with Masia. Side by side they go into Village, and now Onju, who's been superb again. He was ninth. This is as we expected. A bit of Moto3 mayhem early on in Silverstone.
Yeah, we got 15 laps of this. Imu Sasaki also away well. He's up into fourth place. He just got at the inside of Artigas. He'd already passed Ricardo Rossi off the line, who did not get away well, but it is Masia, Onju and Holgado away at the front with Sasaki in hot pursuit.
Already looks like Scott Ogden's been able to pick up a couple of places. Here's Sasaki then launching an early raid on the inside of Holgado into Brooklands. He's made that work brilliantly there on the Husqvarna machine. So Sasaki making early progress. He started this Grand Prix, of course, in 7th place. Holgado, though, has gone on rather, has gone a little bit hot going through Luffield. He's just able to run it tight now, coming through the high-speed, flat-out Woodcote corner. He resists the attack of Masia. Haven't seen too much of that blue sky, have we, peeping through the heavy cloud cover. It was torrential rain that dominated yesterday morning's qualifying action. Sasaki getting busy now. Oh, he almost clips the rear tyre, doesn't he? And Masia.
That's where he hit Garcia last year.
Going into Village. He's Masia! Masia's out a little bit wide, maybe on a dirty part of the circuit. And Jaume Masia crashes out of the lead of the British Grand Prix. It's head in hands down at Leopard Honda. He's been quickly able to remount. He'll plummet all the way down to the back of the field. Turn 4 then. Masia crashes out. That could be a huge moment in this year's Moto3 World Championship as they fan out 3-4 abreast going into Brooklands. You can't take your eyes off this one at the front, as now Moreira eased up into 2nd place. Suzuki now also up there in 3rd. They've come from way down the grid. Moreira from 17th. He's got his elbows out early on.
And Alonso's up to 4th now. He started 28th on the grid. He was last on the grid before Scott Ogden dropped behind him. He could lead this Grand Prix very shortly. It's his first time here on the number 80, and he's now into the podium positions. Holgado then will lead us through Maggots. They'll now go left through Beckett's, which was particularly troublesome in the wet conditions. Holgado slightly wide there, but he's able to get himself back onto line for Chapel Curve as Alonso now leads the battle between Onju and Moreira as they come onto the Hangar Straight. This is just classic Moto3, isn't it? It is a leading group of 18 riders at the moment.
Yeah, anybody's guess who's going to win this one as Alonso hugs the white line. He's almost grass tracking there, isn't he? On that high-speed run down to Stowe Corner, down the Hangar Straight. And now with the slipstream, that Husky's a fast motorcycle. Sasaki hits the front for the first time. There is Scott Ogden then, working his way back through the pack after his disastrous start. Well, before the start of this British Grand Prix. He drops down the hill then to the hard braking zone for Vale. He'll bank it hard right now then. Through 17, now the club corner left for number 19, Scott Ogden.
He's up behind his best friend Colin Fire there, who's running in 19th place, so perhaps they can work together. Colin Fire actually just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix in 19th place, so Ogden's found a good rider to follow.
Oh, Onju squeezes through on the inside. There was barely any room there, but he somehow made it work through on Moreira and Alonso. And now Alonso, that gas snaking on the braking zone into Village. Thought Holgado was going to pick him off as well. They're rubbing elbows, they're running knees, they're swapping paint. This is classic Moto3 battle, isn't it, here at Silverstone?
Alonso into the lead of the Grand Prix then from last on the grid after qualifying. He leads this Grand Prix on lap 6 of 15. You would not believe that he'd never come to Silverstone before as they go 4 abreast now into the Vale chicane. One thing I've noticed from Alonso, he is so quick on the way into corners. No one was able to outbrake him there into Vale. Ortola taking an interesting line there through Beckett. This is a circuit that really is just tailor-made for Moto3 racing because there are so many fast approaches onto long straights. There is just no opportunity for anyone to break clear before the slipstream effect reels them back in again.
Moreira and Finati were close to rubbing wheels there, coming through the fast chapel as they tried to get the slingshot down the Hangar Straight into Stowe then. Back at the front then it's Holgado. I wonder if his team have told him that Masia is out on his pit board, because this is a great opportunity to extend that 16-point lead he has in the World Championship after what would be 9 rounds completed in 20.
Finati just put an incredible move there on the outside of Stowe Corner, but he's lost one of those places back to Fire into the final corner. So Finati was briefly in 6th. Of course, we touched on Alonso coming from the back of the grid. Don't forget Munoz did the same. He started in 27th, 1 place ahead of Alonso. Munoz is in this group as well. He's running 8th. Here he comes now alongside Holgado, round the outside again.
Absolutely sensational. That was phenomenal by Finati, wasn't it? Finati then leads the British Grand Prix. The most experienced rider out there, the 27-year-old Italian, 173rd Grand Prix start. He's due, long overdue, a big result, isn't he, Finati? Only 3 points finishing the opening 8 Grand Prix, although he's been swallowed up on that exit from Chapel. Holgado and Onju have been able to force themselves back into the top 2 places. Got to be careful as well there for exceeding track limits on that run out of Stowe, dropping down towards Vale. Finati was clearly on the green. This has been a classic. What a way to return from the summer break. Last up on the way here at Silverstone, Holgado leads it from Alonso and Onju.
That aggression into Vale and Club didn't really work out for him when Yossi dropped in the end to 8. Sasaki was boxed in there. He's now down in 5th place, so he's going to have to come from a long way back. It looks likely at the moment to be from this leading 3. Holgado from Alonso and Dennis Onju in 3rd. Ortola, who met grief on the final lap here last season, he's now been overtaken by Sasaki. That's for 4th position.
He didn't really leave the door ajar, did he there, Ortola? And they lean on each other, they rub paintwork, they rub leathers, don't they? Sasaki and Ortola. Did that cost Ortola the chance to get this victory here in Silverstone? It's Alonso now building up the pressure. Onju runs a real tight inside line through Brooklands. Holgado, though, still holding firm. He knows that this will be a monumental victory for his title aspirations, but going through Luffield is Alonso. That is absolutely superb by the Colombian. He hits the front on the final lap.
And Sasaki's been able to close in again. Look, he's now right alongside Dennis Onju. Alonso trying to take a defensive line. Sasaki is going to go from 4th into 2nd as Alonso hangs on. Hanger straight is going to be crucial here.
Hanger straight. These riders are hanging it all out, aren't they? They are going all in here for the victory at the British Grand Prix. Attacking hard to Maggis and Beckett for the final time. Sasaki then back at the front. He's been so close to victory in the last 3 Grand Prix. There was late heartache in Mugello, in the Sachsenring and in Assen. Is he going to take that first win of 2023 here in the British Grand Prix? He leads coming out of Chapel. He'll be praying now that he doesn't get attacked, going down the Hanger straight into Stowe corner.
Holgado lost out there to Onju, so he's going to have to come from 4 bikes back. Sasaki trying to hook the inside line. He's going to try and hold it, but Alonso with his corner speed eases through, and Onju out wide.
Onju's been squeezed out well. There's going to be no victory here, maybe no podium for the Turk, but it's now in the hands of Alonso, surely. He drops down the hill, hard braking zone for turn number 16 through Vale. 2 corners left then for David Alonso, and we could be witnessing history here in the British Grand Prix. A Silverstone stunner. History is made. David Alonso, the first Colombian rider to win a Grand Prix, sparking absolute mayhem.
But the name on everyone's lips today will be David Alonso. The pre-race pep talk did the trick as Alonso goes from back to front at the British Grand Prix.